There's a fun way to teach cultural acceptance to your kids, and it involves the Children's Museum of Manhattan. America to Zanzibar, Muslim Cultures Near and Far is open at the Tisch Building at 212 West 83rd Street. Lizzie Martin is the project director and curator. She's also the director of exhibit development and museum planning. Welcome. Thanks for coming and telling us about this.
Thank you. Yeah.
So this exhibit is really about teaching kids how to live in a global society. Can you explain?
It is. It's a sense of, can we explore our neighbors and appreciate differences as well as similarities, and appreciate how we have different ways of living and different ways of expressing through art or through architecture. And yeah, just understanding that we're each different, and that's great. That's okay.
And this specific topic is about Muslim communities, right? And they do vary around the world, which is why it says America to Zanzibar. What are some of the differences that might surprise people?
That to surprise people. I think for us it was more that we wanted to really say, okay, that the way fishing is done is differently, or it's long line fishing in Zanzibar, so children can go and fish in Zanzibar stall, or the patterns that you find on a Pakistani truck are so different than the trucks that you see here in America, just the blank white with a name.
Right.
It's gorgeous. Like Pakistani trucks are just covered in detailed artwork by their artists.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so the children can say, okay, I know what a truck is, and then here is in Pakistan a very different type of truck.
And this is this exhibit geared towards a certain age period or age group?
We designed it from 2 to 10. So that we have activities that are for very young children. They can just block build, or they can smell and just multisensory. And then we've slowly layered on the cultures and the content so that older children start to understand higher level content. So we did an app where they can learn how to do My Name Is. They learn how to write it and say it in 24 different languages. And we really made sure those were languages that were spoken in New York City. So it's kind of, they can learn their neighbor's language, and then they can go off and say, oh, my name is, in various languages. But then we have about the language, and then the writing, do you write from left to right, right to left. So older children will pick up on some things. Younger children can just hear it said.
That's so interesting. So 24 of those languages are spoken in New York.
In New York, yeah.
Amazing.
We have an American home, and we love learning about the different populations here in New York. I mean, 1 out of 10 children in the public schools, New York public schools, identify as Muslims. So that's the diversity alone is so wonderful. Can we celebrate that in America and New York City?
Is that particularly why the museum decided to delve into this topic?
Yeah, this exhibit is 4th in our cultural series, and we really just like to just pop into areas of the world. And then we thought about here in New York, and then the Muslim diversity in New York, in America, and around the world. And that was our way to say, oh, can we just travel the world in this one exhibit?
Wow. And what were some of the other exhibits that you did before?
We did one on China. We did one on, that was called Monkey King. And then we did one on Japan, Hello from Japan. We highlighted the Kawaii aesthetic. And then we did one on God's Missing Mortals and explored different...
Covering all the bases.
Yeah.
What do you hope kids and the parents walk away from, when they visit this
exhibit?
I
think walking away with just an understanding that there is a great diversity of Muslim cultures in the world, and that also to appreciate themselves a little bit more. We kind of have the belief that in learning about others, you learn more about yourself, and the ability also to just be okay to speak to the person next to you and have a new, interesting look on life, hear from them, hear from others.
And this exhibit just started, but it'll last a whole year.
Yes, it'll be open for at least a year, and then maybe even extended after that.
And really quickly, you want to just tell us about some of the other exhibits families can see?
Sure, yes. We've got an early childhood playworks area. We have a talking dragon, Alfie. You can feed him alphabet letters. We have a rock and roll frolic exhibit, so we always have music playing.
Tons of fun.
Tons of fun,
at the Children's Museum.
Yes.
Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.